Hey guys, it's the Coaster Battleman here, bringing you a cool plan until 2030. This is for Six Flags Magic Mountain, and Magic Mountain has more coasters than any other park in the world, so it's definitely possible that they're going to reach their 20th coaster very soon, maybe even by the end of this decade. So this is the possible Magic Mountain plan until 2030, and I'm going out on a limb with some of these coasters, especially this first coaster on here, which will be in 2018, which would be a B&M dive coaster to replace Viper. It could be possible that this could be Viper's last season of operation for 2017. Because this coaster is not the most popular ride at Magic Mountain, plus it's a very rough coaster, so I think a nice, smooth, and more enjoyable general public pump-up B&M dive coaster would be a better coaster than Viper and a better fit, because there's already two sit-down loopers at Magic Mountain, and the new Revolution was renovated because it's a very good classic coaster, while Viper is just unbearable and needs to be removed. So that's why I think a B&M dive coaster could go in Viper's location. In 2019, I think there should be some family rides to come to Magic Mountain, because Magic Mountain, they haven't gotten family rides in ages, so I think some nice family rides would be a great fit for Magic Mountain. By 2020, I think Magic Mountain should expand their water park. I don't know the last time they expanded their water park. It was probably back in like 2009 or something, but I think a nice water park expansion could be a welcome addition to the water park. In 2021, this is the 50th anniversary of Magic Mountain, which is in the year 2021, and I think Gold Brusher will be renovated for its 50th season of operation. A new train and a repaint, because Gold Brusher's paint is very, very faded and it looks awful. So I think if you can renovate Gold Rusher, give it a nice new color scheme, make it really good, and the trains could be upgraded a little bit, I think Gold Rusher could be a nice, good coaster once again for the families. In 2022, I think a Chance Hyper GTX could come to Magic Mountain. This would be an amazing fit for this park. This ride will provide some crazy eject rear time moments, as well as crazy bank turns and some more intense turns in there as well, and a very small but very steep and powerful drop. So I think a Chance Hyper GTX would be a great fit for Magic Mountain. Plus they're kind of limited on space, and they have several 4D coasters, so they don't really need an SNS 40 free fly. I think that a Chance Hyper GTX would be a great fit for this spot of Magic Mountain. In 2023, I think this is the year they're going to get a new flat ride. 6 years after Justice League, they're getting a Zamperla Giant Discovery, or Zamperla Frisbee, whatever one you like to call it. But the Zamperla Giant Discovery is a giant frisbee ride that spins and goes up and down at the same time, which everyone knows. And it's a very fun flat ride. Has some nice drops, some spins, I don't know. But Zamperla Giant Discovery, I hope it comes to Magic Mountain, because they need some new flat rides, even after the Justice League Dark Ride opens. In 2024, I think this is going to be the next roller coaster related thing that Magic Mountain's going to do. They're going to reprofile Tatsu. By 2024, it would be 17 years old, and I guess the paint would be pretty faded, or not as good as probably it was back in 2006 when it opened. So I think new trains and a new name, as well as a new repaint, could be a nice fit. Maybe the old trains could stay, but they could repaint the ride. But a reprofile for Tatsu would be a nice thing for Magic Mountain and improve one of their current B&Ms. In 2025, I think there should be some park improvements. I don't know the last time Magic Mountain ever did park improvements, besides recently in 2015 or 2014 when they upgraded the area by Twisted Colossus and it's now a really well themed area of the park. I think some more of those improvements for other areas of the park could spruce up the areas a little bit and make them a lot more clean. In 2026, I think an Intamin Giga could come. But my only problem is Magic Mountain is landlocked, so I think this back area of the park could be like a new area of the park. They could fit tons of coasters back here, like a Giga, like this Intamin Giga. And I think the Giga could be similar to I-305 at King's Dominion. And it could be a sweet ride, get some high intensity filled turns, as well as a crazy drop and very fast lift hill. I think an Intamin Giga would be a great fit in this area and overall for the park. In 2027, I think in that same area where the Intamin Giga is, I think they're going to put some new family rides in there. I think the new area with the Intamin Giga will be a new area of the park, and I think some family rides could space out the amount of rides in that back area if Magic Mountain ever does this. I think some nice classic family rides from Europe could be a nice fit, or maybe another carousel, I don't know. In 2028, I think a water park expansion could come back to Magic Mountain. I think in 2019, Great America is going to get a water park expansion, which means at the beginning of the decade, Six Flags Great America would have expanded their water park, and as well as the end of the decade for 2019, which is possible. So I think in the beginning of the decade, in the 2020s, they got a water park expansion, but now Magic Mountain can get another one in the end of the 2020s. So let's move on to 2029, which is the next time they're going to get a new flat ride, in my thoughts. They're going to get a Zamperla Air Race, which is a cool flat ride from Zamperla, and I think that Six Flags will keep working with Zamperla to build new flat rides, as well as clone flat rides, so I think a nice air race would be a great fit for Magic Mountain. And in 2030, I think this is the year for their next wooden roller coaster. And since 2008, Magic Mountain has not gotten a new wooden coaster, and I feel like it's time for them to get a new wooden coaster in 2030 with a Gravity Group wooden coaster. Gravity Group, they make some sweet woodies. They may not be the smoothest woodies in the world, but they are amazing and they have great airtime and bank turns. So I think something similar to Voyage could be a great fit for Magic Mountain, because it wouldn't have a twister layout, give it an out and back layout, a few bank turns here and there. So I think a Gravity Group Woody, they can make it the longest wooden coaster in California, or even the best wooden coaster. So yeah, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more.